All right, guys, thank you for tuning in to Living Podcariously again. So we have a little bit of an interesting scenario going on. We have rebooted or relaunched or new seasoned. I don't know, Josh, Andrea, what do you guys want to say?
We got a whole bunch of shit happened in real life again, and it took away from the show. And now, I mean, you'll hear more about it, but you guys are in the new house. We have a whole new studio. It's just been the past 6 months I've got a new job. I'm working in another city. It's just been...
Yeah, life happens, man. And if you listen to podcasts, at least ones that are not really like sponsored and paid for, and it's not everybody's single source of income, then you know this kind of stuff happens. So...
But thanks for coming back.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, thank you very much.
My boobs are still the same size as the last time we recorded.
That's true. That's true. Wait, where's Tach? I don't believe you. But for more on Tach, stay tuned when we're going to air 3 or 4, maybe 5 episodes that are unpublished. Tach will be in those just like normal. But you'll have to listen to our newest released episode here in late July of 2019 to find out exactly what happened to Tach. He's not dead or anything. Don't think that.
He's fine. Was it like 105?
I think it might be.
Sound right? 104 maybe?
I think the new one we're going to be recording is 105 for the new studio.
We got to see what we've got.
All right. Up. But yeah, guys, thank you for listening. Enjoy this show. This show is just going to be like a regular, good old everyday episode of Living Podcariously with some special game times and recorded from the Why Are We Here studios. But starting around 105, we are in a new studio that's unnamed currently other than by Abigail. She kind of named it something.
It's the Nanana Studios.
It is. It's the Nanana Studios. You'll hear about that on the newest episode too. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in and enjoy this show.
Living Podcariously, recorded live from the Why Are We Here studios.
Oh yeah! Welcome to Living Podcariously. Yeah. It's another good night. Thank you for listening to Living Podcariously. I'm Adam. Have a good night.
Bye.
No.
Bye.
So lots changed. Let's go around first and introduce the hosts that we have in the show tonight.
Okay.
Sitting across from me,
We're both across from you.
is my wife.
What?
It's the first time I can actually say my wife is on the podcast.
But by the time this comes out, you would have gotten married a long time ago. Probably divorced by then, probably.
That's a good point. Or what are you saying about my editing and production skills? What are you saying? I'm a little slow.
And I also offended your marriage as well. So.
You offended it? Did you have sex with my wife on my wedding night? What happened?
I said, you got so married so long ago, you'll probably be divorced by the time this comes out.
No, we said forever and ever.
Oh,
and ever.
I did
3
too.
evers.
This is Andrea Joy POSTON.
Andrea Joy. That's the first time you said that on the show, too. How about them apples? All right, sitting next to her.
Easy.
Sitting next to her was the best groomsman of the day.
I was a groomsman?
Whoa, yeah, kind of.
Thought he was the videographer.
He was the only person on the boat that was probably qualified the most to be able to be on the water. Former seaman, Tach Van Sickle.
It's Tach Van Sickle Poston.
Tach Van Sickle Poston. I married you too that day.
I was, yeah, you didn't know that. I was standing right there.
Actually, isn't that an international law? If you marry one redhead, all the rest of the redheads in the area you get married to as well?
No.
Only when you're out on the water.
Only the ones that are there when you get married.
And I was the Facebook Live camera guy, so...
I want to tell you guys about Mr. Wilson for a second. He's not here with us.
We're Wilson-less.
For our listeners,
Wilson!
He is so devoted to our listeners that he is literally driving right now all the way to Georgia to go visit 2 of our listeners.
Trey
and Nikita.
Banana.
To play video games?
Probably play video games, probably drink some Jack Daniels, probably just hang out. I mean, it's Trey and Nikita. We love them. So, yeah, if I could afford us to be able to go up there, we would go up there with them.
I tried to tell him I wanted to go, but he didn't say anything back. It was
he didn't want you to go.
I know.
I'm super proud that Trikita split up on Facebook.
Did they?
They did.
They have separate accounts
They have
now?
separate accounts. It's been awesome.
I know. I asked her about it. I was like, hey, look at you all on your own. She's like, I'm just trying it out.
Oh, look at that.
That was
I get my
that was like
wife
2
back.
weeks ago. So
And Nikita has a bunch of wives in the group, the teamwork group of people, and Andrea is one of her wives.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. All right. So we're going to talk a little bit on this show. I just want to do a quick recap of the wedding and what we did.
Sure.
There's not really a lot of comedy value in it. It was really beautiful.
By the way, I appreciate the invite.
Yeah, you like that? You're part of it. You're part of the extravaganza. And most importantly, you got to meet the elusive sister of
did?
Andrea Joy.
She was, where was she? I didn't see her on the boat.
You're so funny. She wasn't on the boat.
I know.
She was actually
just kidding.
babysitting Abigail.
Yes, she was real. Actually, funny story. First time I saw her, I thought it was Andrea. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I thought it was Andrea at first because they have the same face. And I was like, oh shit, that must be her sister. And so me and Mr. Wilson were both walking up because he'd never met her either. And so, during the time Andrea was getting out of the car, having all this stuff, and I'm like, oh, I got to go help Andrea. But I hear Mr. Wilson as I'm walking away, hi, I'm Josh, and like introducing himself. I'm like, fucker.
Yeah.
Oh.
So what did I end up having to do? I had to go to you. Still haven't met her yet. I've been here for like hours and still haven't even met her. And you're like, oh, okay. Hey, that was you, right?
I don't know. Maybe that day is a wash for me, man. I wouldn't want to say
wash?
Stressful. It was what?
It was a wash?
Yeah.
A wash.
Finally got it all done.
It's all
done.
like
Really?
It's all kind of blends together.
You wanted to do it over and over and over.
I remember
He
sitting
said
out.
he needs to remember.
I remember sitting
He
out
just
back
wants
on
the
my
hotel
dad's back
room over.
porch. That's where the guys all sat around and drank a couple of adult beverages. And then the next thing I remember is the heart-shaped flowers on the bed that you set up for me at night. That's the rest of the stuff in the middle. I got to watch video for.
There was karaoke. There was Jenga.
There was. So we did. So the reason Tach was originally, I don't want to say not invited, but not invited, was because we had a limited number of spots on my father's boat. We literally could only take, I think it was 12. And we couldn't make it out on the water with more than 12 people. Number one, because we didn't have a life vest. But number two, it's a smaller boat. It's not big.
So you're saying I'm fat. It's fine. Just say that.
My dress was.
But we made the decision to...
You looked beautiful, Andrew.
Yeah, she was. Force a couple of extra people on the boat. We just said, fuck it, we're going to do it. And then it ended up being where Abigail, our daughter, was sad and upset and just having a bad day. So Erica stayed back on land with her.
She didn't want
while
us
we
to
went
get
out.
married.
She didn't.
She wanted
was
to
like,
marry Daddy.
She was like, what about Unky Tach? You know, I thought you two were going to be together forever, Mommy.
Tach looks more like my daddy than you do, Daddy. But yeah, it was fun. We went out. If the listeners care, go look on Andrea or my Facebook. I don't think we put it on the Living Podcariously Facebook page, but we've got videos of the ceremony.
Or my Facebook. It's on there too.
It's on Tach's too. Yeah, Tach was doing all the live video recording for us. But it was awesome. I thought it was fantastic. Andrea was walking down from my parents. Basically, the walk, like the Here Comes the Bride walk. She walked down to the theme song of. What is it?
The theme song?
Or not the theme song, but the song.
At Last?
At Last. How's it go?
At last. Go ahead.
Come on, sing it.
My love has gone.
You were singing it that day.
Shy.
Oh, whatever. But that was cute. And then going out on the water, Josh, my son, was so excited because he got to use his speakers.
Yeah,
So
he was
he had
so
those things-
nervous.
Yeah, he was.
He kept
funny.
playing the wrong song, and everyone's like, go, start walking, telling Alyssa. And I'm like, don't go. And then outside, they're saying, go. And I'm like, don't go. That's not the right song.
I know he knew the right song because I was right there with him. I was like, not that one, not that one.
He was playing 1,000 Miles.
Yeah.
Right. What was the song supposed to be?
Just told you. That song was the one playing. And it was supposed to be 1,000 years.
He's
I
close. He
have
was close.
died every day waiting for
You'll sing
one.
that one, but you won't sing At Last?
At last. Okay, there you go.
Keep going.
My love
Damn.
has come along.
But yeah, he did good, and he had the speakers out on the water with us as well. So at the end of our ceremony, that Jason Crace did an amazing job performing. So thank you, Jason. If
Performing.
you hear this, what do you say for the officiant?
I don't know.
Officiating?
Performing sounds like it was fake.
Well, he's performing the ceremony.
He was. I think that is right. It just does. It makes it sound like it was like a show, a play.
Yeah,
He
I gotcha.
even plugged Living Podcariously
I was
during the wedding.
never did we prep him for that, but during the
so
ceremony,
funny.
he plugs the show.
I wanted
Tach-
to go ding.
Yeah, Tach said later in the video he wanted to hit the plug bell. Oh, that was awesome. But yeah, he did a great job. Jeremy did a good job holding your veil and your hair, and
Yep.
you know,
Except he was hiding in the video because he was behind your stuff.
Well, in some of the pictures, you can see him just like leaning back and enjoying the sunshine.
yeah,
Holding
that's
the
funny.
veil.
Yeah, we've got like 300 pictures we haven't seen yet, though. We got to
Do
get this
we?
for my mother. Yeah.
Where
gotta-
are they?
I just got to work with her on uploading it to the Google Cloud so we can download them. So, but anyway, and then after that, we went over to Village Idiot Pub and we had
Yep.
some fun over there. And Derek, one of our listeners, Derek Squeeze, showed up, which was really cool.
You did?
Yeah,
I didn't see him.
yeah, he was there. He only came real quick and then had to take off.
Oh.
I think it was Derek.
You know,
I'm telling
Derek's
you,
listening
it
right
was
now going, I wasn't there.
Dude, it was a wash. That whole day was just a blur.
I didn't see Derek.
4 out of the 5 members of Hot Pink showed up to it as well.
Yeah.
Drink some with us and hang out for a little while. Jake Salter was down at another place in the village singing, so he
Yeah.
stopped in and said hi. It
Yeah.
was a lot of fun. We had a lot of our friends and family show up and just celebrate with us. We did it more low key than a traditional wedding.
Yeah.
One
We
of our
wanted
old
that.
All
hosts.
our
Well,
friends
actually,
from
2 of our
Hot
old
Peak.
hosts.
2 of our yeah, that's right. We had both Ron and
And,
Jay show up. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Ron did some karaoke. That guy fucking kills it, dude.
Yeah, he's fucking good.
I
at
was
karaoke.
fucking impressed.
Yeah,
That guy fucking killed it on the mic, dude.
We went. This is
Wow.
like years ago. This is probably 2000. Ron and I went to Disney, the downtown Disney area,
yeah.
and they had a karaoke thing set up in there. And he sang that same Adam Sandler song, "The Piece of Shit Car," and he got in
killed
trouble.
it.
He got in trouble because there's too many fucks. I mean, it's a family area,
Well,
so
why'd they have the song there if you can't do it?
it's a good question. It's a
He
valid
should have
question.
changed the words.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't.
Dude, he did that
He should
song
have just started saying
perfect.
duck.
Yeah,
He nailed it. He fucking nailed it.
piece of shit car.
And he was, he did so good. All the other songs he did too. I was like just watching going, this motherfucker here.
Yeah, he's
like,
good.
He fucking had a secret little fucking talent.
How do you know him this long and not know that he's that good at karaoke?
There's a lot of things that Ron and I have never done together. We've never had sex.
She's
never- They're
just
not
killed another one in
listening.
studio.
Yeah.
I heard you say have sex.
So we've never had sex. We've never done a lot of things together.
Oh, well, I guess that's true.
Have you kissed?
No, because he won't. No.
Prude.
But
It's
no,
all
the,
married or whatever. I don't know.
the end of the night, we decided to. Was your sister at our house that night? Is that okay? Yeah. So she watched Abigail for us at home, and we got a hotel out on the beach.
For 5 hours.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. Andrea's felt like a cheap whore that night because we went there, checked in, and checked out so soon.
It was probably the cleanest room ever.
We well, out of the bed. We got a call, so we didn't even check into the hotel until probably 1:30, and then we got a call from Erica because Abigail was fussy and just not being she wasn't
Yeah.
easy to take care of. But I think that's also because Erica put so much energy and effort into helping with the wedding cake and just the tailoring of Andrea's dress and everything that she did. She was exhausted, I'm sure.
And then she had to
She
miss the
was
ceremony. I felt bad.
And she missed the ceremony. Yeah.
I'll make it up to her.
Yeah, you will. A back rub.
Yeah.
All right.
Whatever she needs.
We'll have to mention that to her when we get home tonight.
So also that night, like I sang karaoke, right? So I only did one song. I don't know why, but I only did one. And so I don't know if you saw some of the performance, right? Okay, so I'm doing this song, and you missed it, but
I did miss it. Was I breastfeeding?
Who were you breastfeeding at the bar? The baby wasn't there.
at a bar. I think you were outside or something. I don't know. But anyway, so I'm up there singing, and this cute fucking chick like jumps on the stage with me, and then I'm thinking, okay, whatever. And so she's like dancing and stuff, and so I'm like, oh, you want to sing the song too? So I put the mic in. She was like, no, and she like jumps off the stage. I'm like, whatever. So I keep doing it. Then she jumps back on the stage.
She just wanted to be next to the rock star.
I don't
That's
know.
what she wanted.
So she was just up there the whole time, and so I put my arm around her. She was fucking hot, and so I was doing the song, and there was one part. It was Ron and your
Josh,
boy. No,
Mr. Wilson,
no.
my son was at the bar.
Cameron.
Oh, Cameron. Okay, all
Yeah.
right. Yeah, my other son.
Yeah, so it was Cameron and Ron were right there in the front. And during the one part in the song, it just goes, because it wasn't like a metal song, it was a rock song. And so the one part of the song normally just goes like, yeah, And then Ron was like egging me on. He's like do like a metal scream kind of a thing. And I was like, all right. So instead of going, yeah, I went like, yeah, do like this loud. And Cameron was funny. As soon as he goes, dude, and he was just like, and even the chick was like, that. And she goes, high five. That's fucking awesome.
And you said my high five is at my dick. Put your hand down there.
Yeah. And so anyway, so I get done with the song, and then the chick was like, oh my God, that was awesome. Gives a high five to me and everything. And so I hand the mic back to the guy, and I went down, talked to Ron and Cameron for a second. And then I was like, where's that chick? And then Ron's like, I think she just left. And I was like, what? I was like, what?
Damn.
And I couldn't find her the rest of the night.
Why didn't you go talk to Ron?
I don't
Check
know.
first.
Well, because she stepped off already and went back to wherever the hell so
You
afterwards
follow.
I was like,
This is Tach's Loch Ness Monster. That's
Yeah.
what this is.
so I was like, Ron, you saw a girl up there with me, right? Like, I didn't imagine that. And he's like, yeah, dude. Yeah, she was hot. I don't know if he said she was hot, but he was just like, yeah. But, yeah, so it's out of my life forever.
Maybe she listens to the show. Send her a message right now. In fact, you take us.
Let's go.
You take us
Let's
to break.
We could be there.
Let's meet on top of the.
Wait, no. Make it
Oh.
sentimental. Andrea and I will be quiet. You're going to take us to
Okay.
break.
Okay.
Give her your soliloquy.
Okay.
Serenade her, Tach.
Okay.
This is creepy now.
To the girl that was next to me in karaoke. If it's meant to be, let's meet on top of the Empire State Building at midnight tomorrow night. Does that work?
You got to get to New York, dude.
Oh, yeah. I'll be the one holding a rose.
She'll be there.
This has been
You
done.
can't. And she'll be, what the fuck? Where's Tach?
How about we just go to the Village Idiot right now because it's karaoke and she could be there.
Oh, maybe.
Tach, where are you going? Cool. All right. Well, when we come back from break, I'm going to tease us a little bit. I have a list.
You have a list. By the way, I still want your sister more, though. So
Than the karaoke girl.
No, that's a
well, I at least
mythical
know
creature.
her name. So
We call the karaoke girl Unicorn Anne.
Oh, she's a
Anne.
unicorn?
Mythical. Doesn't exist, yes. All right. We'll be right back, guys.
While it's a crying shame, I'm still loving you. Ain't that the truth? And one of these days I'm gonna have to choose. That's why it's such a crying shame that I'm still loving you. Oh, well, it's a crying shame I'm even crying at all. Though tears may fall, I still have my alcohol. That's why it's such a crying shame that I'm even crying at all. Seems I loved and lost another for the 10,000th time. I'm angry and confused, but I was a fool to forget that I'll always be alone, just shamefully still crying over you. Well, it's a crying shame I seem to be up past 2. Ain't that the truth? And it's all probably 'cause of booze. That's why it's such a crying shame that I seem to be up past 2. Oh, as my luck would have it, I see I've reached a limit with such a saddening point of view. I'm stripped to my desire for some brand new first impression, just to shamefully still crying over you.
Welcome back to Wedding Talk on Living Pot. Oh, no.
Welcome back to
talking about
Wedding
wedding.
Talk.
Oh, okay.
Didn't we?
Yeah, I don't know. Do you have anything else you want to say about it?
No, I'm
All
good.
right. Well, cool.
I think karaoke too. Oh, I did have something.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was really cool. I did bring my pump and stuff so I could get rid of my contaminated juice.
What? Is that, is
You
that
gotta need to
milk?
clarify that for our listeners. Like, what the fuck did she just say?
Contaminated juice?
Andrea
I am
is.
nursing our baby.
Yeah.
So if so many hours go by, my boobs are full and I need to release the milk.
Is that why we're here?
Yes, that's right. You get
Yes.
left, I get right.
And we weren't going home that night, so I brought my pump with me.
Okay.
And they let me use the office at the Village Idiot. So I went back there and I'm sitting in this little room like, this is so boring. I'm missing all the fun. And I turn around and there's 4 big monitors that are cameras of the whole bar. So I got to watch my own wedding reality show. And I'm watching all my friends talking, playing games. And then I see this new guy come up and I'm like, who's this? Plot twist. New character added.
Oh. But a side effect of that is that the bar served the best white Russians they've ever been able to serve.
I didn't see any white Russians in there.
You had to come to the office.
Oh,
Yes, special. They only serve beer. They don't have their alcohol license, their liquor
No.
license.
that's a joke. But congratulations, you two.
Oh, thanks, Tach. We appreciate it.
I'm very happy for you.
Did you get to eat some cake?
Yeah. No, I had an opportunity, but I didn't. I'm not a big cake fan.
Erica made that cake.
Just for you.
Oh,
It was
like,
a
let me
it
know
butter
was
pecan.
delicious. I didn't know that.
All right. I don't have any special fancy intros or anything, but we're going to do an Adam's list.
Number
Lists.
10.
It's Adam's lists. It's Adam's lists.
Adam's list. Dink.
Perfect. All right. So this list is some of these are going to be repeats. You've heard some of these before, even on the show. And I will tell you part of that came from the episode where we had Hot Pink in the studio. So we are a show about sex, relationships, just men's perspectives on things. And
Plus me.
Well, Andrea offers the counter, which is perfect. She offers the female perspective to counter the guys. In this list, you guys get points. So this is a competition between the two of you.
Ooh, fun.
I'm going to name.
It's game time.
Thursday.
Yeah, kind of. I'm going to name a sexual activity.
Doggy style.
No, a sexual activity, kind of. So doggy style. What would that's a great example right off the bat. So that's a good example. So if I said, what is doggy style? Then you guys would both have a chance to say what you felt the term meant, what it actually really was.
When
So
one person's on their hands and knees and the other person's behind them getting them.
It felt
me.
good when I did it. Is that what you mean?
So yes, that's it. You both have a chance. You guys could both have the correct answer.
So we're
but
describing what it is.
you're describing what the phrase is.
Gotcha.
But you guys could both have the correct answer. But who does a better job giving me a description that most closely matches the actual answer wins the
What
point.
if it's just a
Gotcha.
really good description?
That could work too. You know me. You can sway me.
Gotcha.
And at
Know
the
your
end, I'll
audience.
read the actual definition.
Okay.
So we're going to start off with number one. Number one.
Number one.
Number 1.
We'll start with Andrea. What is a rusty trombone?
Rusty trombone. I'm going to say it's what you call a dick that hasn't had sex in a long time.
A rusty trombone. Okay, that's not a bad description. Mr. Van Sickle, don't look it up on your phone. What are you doing
I
over
was
there?
texting, the boy texted me.
Oh, okay.
The rusty trombone.
Mr. Van Sickle, what is a rusty trombone?
Well, I kind of missed what she said because I was responding to my son's text, but everybody knows what the rusty trombone is. And I'm about to tell you in words. Okay. So,
Good stalling, buddy. Good stalling.
so the rusty trombone is when a girl is going down on a guy.
Okay.
Right. She grabs a sack and pulls on it away and pulls it back.
Okay. All right. You're both wrong.
Oh,
But Tach, yours was closest to the correct answer. So,
Okay.
Tach, you get the point on this one.
All right.
Here is the actual definition of rusty trombone. The act is performed on a male specifically and is a combination of analingus, that means eating out a butthole,
Yeah.
while simultaneously reaching around to masturbate the recipient. Think of how a trombone is played, and then picture a human being. Figure out the rusty part yourself. Rusty trombone. All right, Tach, we're going to start with you on this one.
Okay.
So the score is Tach 1, Andrea nothing. Tach, what is a donkey punch?
A donkey punch is when you're fucking, let's keep this open, a person
Okay.
in like a doggy style position. And when you want it tighter, you punch her in the kidneys or him in the kidney, and it makes it tighter and better.
All right. Donkey punch. All right, Andrea, what is a donkey punch?
You can be, I'm going to say the doggy style position also.
Okay.
And then you're wanting to change positions. And when you go, you start to flip over and the leg kicks the person really hard.
Oh, that's actually really good. Damn it. I like her definition
Yeah,
better,
that's
Tach.
pretty good.
Andrea, you get a point. You're both half right and half wrong, though.
Okay.
Donkey punch. This is when you punch someone in the head during doggy style sex because people are horrible and also no one really does this.
All right.
So you just punch them right in the back of the head when you're fucking them from behind. Donkey punch.
Yeah.
So what's the score?
1-1.
1-1? All right. Andrea Joy POSTON. What is a dirty Sanchez?
This was on a show. We already
talked
had
about
this
this one.
Well,
So
that's
you
not
should
fair.
remem-
Tach will get it.
You should remember it.
I don't remember it. I've had a baby since. I've had your baby since then.
Well, let's do your best.
But Tach knows exactly what it is.
Do you know what it is?
I do know what it is.
So
All right.
let him go.
I'll just read it and then we'll go from there. There are no points on this one. This one is pretty gross because the term. Oh, by the way, this is from Cosmopolitan's website.
Nice.
This one is
You were
pretty
reading
gross
Cosmopolitan.
because the term is casually racist and also involves poop. It was also popularized in Dustin Diamond, aka Screech from Saved by the Bell's sex tape. It involves placing a finger in your partner's butt and then wiping it on their upper lip, creating the illusion of a mustache. Dirty Sanchez. All right, so let's start back with you, Andrea, again. What is ATM?
Wait, what?
ATM.
Ass
the
to
acronym.
mouth.
All right, can give us a little description. What does ass to mouth mean?
That's where you take your dick and you shove it in their ass, and then you take it out and you shove it in their mouth.
She wins, Tach. You don't even have to give me an answer. No, I'm kidding. All right, Tach,
Well, it's ass to mouth.
you're gonna go with the same answer.
That's all how I know it.
She delivered it better. She gets the point.
I
Sorry,
said
buddy.
the words.
Oh, sorry.
She gave me a delivery. That's pretty much exactly right. Right from the ass straight to the mouth.
So
All right.
she gets a point because she knew it.
No, because she
Interesting.
gave me the answer better.
I was going to give you the answer to Dirty Sanchez, but we didn't get points on that one.
You guys both knew ATM though. Neither one of you are going to know this one, so I need the best
I'm
answer.
his wife.
I'm just being the Jay Alvarez of the group. This is bullshit. I guess you.
What is the sexual phrase referred to as "tune in Tokyo"?
That's where you take your
Tach's
hands
first.
on their.
Tach is first.
Yeah, that's where you put the hands on their tits. Well, first they put their arms behind their back or hands behind their head, and then you kneel down, you twist their tits, and you go, tune in Tokyo. Plus, they have to like swivel.
Okay. All right. Andrea Joy, what is Tune in Tokyo?
That is a game you play with the female. You have her put her hands behind her head, and then she pulls out her boobs, and then you put your hands on them, and you just like tune into Tokyo. Tune into Tokyo. Do you want to try it?
She wins, Tach. I'm sorry, buddy.
Well, she had the tits. She actually did it. And
You could have pulled your tits out. All right. So really, it's not just the tit; it is the nipple. So the important part about that is twisting the nipple because that would be equivalent to a radio.
I didn't see that in the movie.
Thank
I'll read
you.
it to you.
I was in the movie. He twisted
the
her tits.
whole boob.
It's not the whole
Yeah.
boob; it's just the nipple. The act of twisting and fiddling with your partner's nipples as if they were radio knobs. So you have to understand, a radio knob you turn maybe a little bit bigger or whatever, but it's not
gotcha.
your whole hand.
But in the movie,
I was
what movie
picturing the
was
movie.
that? That was
Is it Son-in-Law?
no, Loverboy.
All right, what's the score? Andrea just got that one too. So she was
I have
3
no
to 1.
idea.
It's 3 to 1 right now.
Yeah.
Andrea's got 3.
Might
Tach's
be
got 1.
4 to 2.
Wait for a dick one, and I'll pull my dick out and show you.
All right, this one's easy. You guys are both going to get this. Who took first on the last one? Tach did. So Andrea, you're going to go first? Yeah, Andrea's going to go first. Andrea Joy, what is teabagging?
Teabagging. That sounds very British. Okay.
Good eye, Mike.
You give me every time.
So when you have your mouth on a dick, you're sucking it, and his balls are right. No, you're not sucking it because the balls are licking, huh?
Is that a question or is that your answer? Are there 2 dicks here? How many dicks do we have involved?
The ball sack.
Do you want me and Tach to pull our dicks out so you can show us?
The ball sacks are going into your mouth like like that.
Okay. What ball sacks?
The man's ball sack.
Of the dick you were sucking?
Well, you probably were sucking it beforehand.
Okay.
But then when you were done, you went down to the balls and you're like,
That's pretty damn good, Tach. All right, Tach, what is teabagging?
I'll just show you.
Andrea, get on the ground.
I'll show you. See, that's how you do it. Just like that. Let me show you again. Hold on. There it is. Yeah, there, take it
I think
all.
the real winner of that is me because I got to watch it.
And you probably get it later.
So
too,
now you get a point. This game is rigged.
Is that your answer, Tach?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that wasn't very good of an answer.
What do you mean we acted it out?
All right. I'm going to award this one to Andrea Joy as well.
All right.
I'm sorry. She gave me sound effects and everything. I'm honestly giving you your fair shot here.
Gotcha.
Should have stuck your fist down your mouth.
Teabagging is the act of placing one's testicles gingerly into their partner's mouth, similar to how you would dip a tea bag in hot water.
Yeah.
All right. Who went first?
She did.
All right. So it's 3 to 1. I'm going to give Tach a little bit of an advantage here.
It's
So
still
Tach.
3 to 1?
Yeah. Well,
Man,
no.
it's been
No,
for
it's
like
4 to
2
1. Yeah, it's 4 to 1. Tach, what is supermanning?
Isn't that where you're fucking a girl and you're done with her and you just throw her out the window?
I don't
Superman
know.
that hoe.
I like that. Superman that hoe. Good reference. That is from Soulja Boy, from his song Crank That. All right, Andrea Joy, what is supermanning?
I've got this kind of a long description, but you know, like when you're a kid and you're scared of what's under the bed and you like take a running jump and jump onto the bed.
Okay.
All right. So supermanning is when you have your partner laying on the bed where their hole is facing you, whichever your partner is, female or male, and you come running in like Superman, arms out, and you take a leaping dive with your dick out. Boom! Supermanning.
Ooh, that's dangerous right there. That's more or less called the Japanese kamikaze is what that is.
It's
how you break your dick.
Superman.
I mean,
magic powers.
That's pretty good. I'm going to read you the actual answer. You may remember this from Soulja Boy. Crank that. Although Soulja Boy directs the act at that hoe, this can be done to anyone. When having sex from behind, the guy ejaculates onto his partner's upper back without warning. So I think there's no points. You guys are both way off. Satiated, the partner rolls onto their back and falls asleep. When they wake up, they find out that the semen has dried, adhering the sheets to their back, so they have their own cape.
Aw, that's so cute.
Is Supermaning.
So cute.
No points. Point score is still Andrea Joy 4, Tach Van Suckle 1.
I just gotta say, you know, if someone comes on your back.
All right, let's ask, what is pegging? Andrea Joy, what is pegging?
Maybe it's, I don't want to say it.
You got to.
She's shy.
It's having sex with a little person.
That's hilarious. That's wrong, but that's hilarious. All right, Tach Van Sickle, what is pegging?
Pegging is when you have 5 girls lined up. They all have to be named Peg.
I almost said something about the girl named Peg.
And they're all laying there, legs open, and you just dip the head of your dick in each one as you go down the row, and you're pegging Peg.
That's also a good answer. But you guys are both wrong. No points. Pegging is when a
What the
woman.
fuck? How do I get points around here?
Yeah.
That was a good description. It's
If
more
Andrea
entertaining.
allows it, I'll give you the point.
Oh, good.
Sure.
There you go. 2 to
Thanks.
4. When a woman uses a
Right.
strap-on dildo to engage in anal sex with a man.
That is so
pegging.
close to what I said.
You were talking about midgets.
I did not say that.
They prefer little people.
All right. We'll start with Tach on this one. Tach, what is a pearl
Not that it
necklace?
matters.
Duh.
It's when you come on a girl's chest and she has what looks like a pearl necklace.
Okay. All right. Andrea Joy, what is a pearl necklace?
I picture him being more like an artist where he does it around the negligee.
What, her degla negligee? What's degla negligee?
Negligee.
Degligee. Is that Doug Lachey? Who the fuck's Doug
That's
Lachey?
what I was going to say. Is he a basketball player?
And opening for the point guard for the Los Angeles Lakers, Doug Lachey.
Negligee. Wait, no, I can't even figure out how to say it.
I get the point.
As it stands right now, Tach gets the point.
I didn't
All right.
even finish.
What? We've been waiting? What is a degla? I mean, what is a pearl necklace? I'm going to say, what is a degligee? What is a pearl necklace?
It's the chest. That's where he takes his penis and the cum that comes out of it makes pearls around her neck, little white pearls that she can show off to all her friends. Cum pearls.
Cum pearls is a pretty good word.
She's just fighting for a point.
She is fighting for a point. You guys both nailed it perfectly, so both of you get a point on this one.
All right.
Both
It's
of you had a
about
good
time you
description.
give me one.
5-3. Damn it. All right, 5-3. Andrea's got it. All right, next one. We only have a few more of these. Next one, you got to step up your game, Tach, if you want to win
I
this.
gotcha.
The next one is Tach. What is... Oh, no, we started with Tach.
Yeah.
Andrea Joy, what is a spit roast? Spit roast.
Is it a rump roast?
I mean,
Sure.
you have to tell me. You can't ask me.
Well, I'm probably guessing since your ass doesn't self-lubricate that you have to spit on it before you hump it. Spit
You
on
have
the
to
roast.
spit on the ass before having sex with it.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Good answer.
Okay.
Tach Van Sickle, what is a spit roast?
Spit roast is a threesome with two guys and a girl, I guess, or it could be a third guy, where the girl is blowing one guy while the other one's doing her from behind doggy style. And you can spin her like a spit.
I hate to say this, Tach, but that is unbelievably accurate. Yes, that is absolutely right.
It's not
It's
like
a threesome
I haven't
position.
done it or anything.
It's a threesome position wherein one person is bent over at the waist, giving one guy oral, while the second guy has sex with the blowjob giver from behind. So the whole thing resembles a
Right.
pig roasting on a spit. So
Yeah.
yes, that's
Ah.
perfect. All right, so it's 5-4 now.
Yep,
Tach,
yep,
catching
yep.
up. Ooh, we have discussed this one once before on the podcast.
Okay.
Andrea, no, you had that one last. So Tach,
Yeah.
what is an Eiffel Tower?
An Eiffel Tower is when two guys, they hold up a girl in the middle and they just display her for all. I don't know.
You don't know. We actually talked about this one on the show.
I'm sure we have, but and then they make love to her. I don't know.
All
The
right.
Eiffel
that term.
Tower is somewhat of a contest where there are a lot of guys that all lay down and the girl gets them all hard. And whoever has the biggest, the longest, the tallest, the Eiffel Tower, she sits right on top of it. Juice running all down.
So it's a big dick contest?
In and out. Feel it.
You already got the
rub it,
point.
touch it.
But Andrea wins this one. You guys are
Yeah.
both wrong, but Andrea
Yay,
wins this.
Paris.
So 6-5. No, 7-5 now. An Eiffel Tower is a modified spit roast, wherein two bros are really amped up and high five a bunch, creating a triangle shape that calls into mind the unique shape. So it's basically the Eiffel Tower with the bros high fiving in the middle, making the tower peak. All right. So Tach Van Sickle, what is cream pie? This one's easy.
Yeah. This is what
Description's
I
going to be
on
important.
Pornhub. This is my search. So it's when you're having sex with a girl or a guy, but you're having sex with a girl and then you come inside of her. And then if you, I don't really care about the and then part. That's where I basically shut it off. But and then she like plays with her pussy as the cum comes dripping out.
Man, this is an explicit show, huh? Okay. All right. Andrea Joy, what is a cream pie?
It doesn't count because you told me before we came.
Whoa.
That's what you did before we
I
left the
showed
house.
you before we came.
Oh. Cool.
So Tach gets it.
All right. Tach gets the point. So it is now 7
I get the
to
point,
6.
but you guys get to actually do it.
Do you want to try to?
Yeah.
All right.
There's
Yes.
already some cream in there.
Tach, I'll bend over.
That's
Come
fine.
It'll be like a double stuff.
here. A double stuffed
fine.
Oreo.
fine.
All right.
I'm not an Oreo.
Let's see if Andrea knows this one. I know Tach will probably know this one just because he's a guy. So let's see if
Yeah.
Andrea Joy knows this one. The score currently is 7 Andrea, 6 Tach. Andrea Joy, what is bukkake?
That's a real thing.
Yes, it's real. It's a porn category.
Is it really?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So is that when the guy's really hard and you try to scare his dick? Boo!
Boo, cocky.
Bukkake. All right. Good
So
answer.
it's a bunch of girls. Picture it. It's a guy
Oh, wait.
sitting there hard. A bunch of girls are like all down in the bed and they keep coming up real close to it and trying to scare the dick.
I mean, that's a pretty good fucking answer. All right, Tach, what is bukkake?
A bukkake is with a bunch of dudes and one girl, and they basically just nut all over her face and just fuck her. It's like a gangbang kind of with a bunch of
doesn't-
dudes and a girl.
Okay. Good answer. Tach is closer here, so he gets this point.
Mine was way better description.
Yours wasn't even right, though.
Mine was funnier.
It was funny. Yes, I'll
It
give
was
you that.
definitely more
I should at least
fun.
get half a point.
Bukkake is a group activity which at least 3 guys masturbate. So sex isn't a necessity to completion all over a woman's body. So it's bukkake. There's a spin on bukkake where all the guys come into a what do you call those
Chalice.
margarita cups, and then the girl drinks it. So that's another one. So Tach gets the point on this one.
We're all
Score
tied
is
up.
tied 7-7.
No more cream pies at our house.
But you said
All
I
right.
could try it.
Tach,
You can't.
We can do it
Adam
here on the
can't
piping
anymore.
bench.
Oh, okay.
Tach, what is, and remember, there's 2 more left, just so you guys know this. 2 left, and you should both know both of these. So the description is going to be important. Tach,
Yeah.
what is motorboating?
Motorboating is when the guy puts his face between the girl's tits and goes, right?
Are you asking me or are you telling me?
That's my answer.
That is what it is.
Okay. All right. Andrea Joy, what is motorboating?
I'm not going to miss this.
I'm trying to think
I'm
of
watching this.
Tach's eyes are wider than I've ever seen.
When you take your lips and you put them like that.
That's
She actually did it to herself. I wish you guys could see this.
those boobs are so big.
You
She could-
motorboating son
she
of a
could
bitch.
motorboat herself.
You motorboating son of a bitch.
Oh, I am. I'm gonna award both of you points because you both were perfect.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, both of you were perfect. So it's 8 and 8. All right.
What if I let Tach do it to mine? Would I get the point?
Yes, I think Tach would be okay with that too.
I'd be totally fine with that. You can win the whole game. That's fine.
Well, you might want to wait for the next one because if you do the next one, I think you
Oh,
would.
okay. All right.
All right.
Let's
So
wait. I'm going to take that chance. Let's
Score-
move on to the next one.
you guys both get a point. Score is 8 versus 8. Last description I need from you guys is who did I start with last time? You? I started
starting with her
Andrea?
now.
So
No, it's her turn.
Andrea Joy, what is the shocker?
I don't know. What's
Are
the
you serious?
shocker?
Even my kids
I
know
do
what
this all the
shocker is.
time. I mean, I don't
You
do it.
do?
I don't do it all the time, but I can't
Yeah, yeah,
influence
yeah,
you. I can't influence your answer. What is the shocker?
You really screwed it up by saying you do it all the time.
I know. I guess we don't do it, but
We do.
He references it. all the
I've
time.
referenced it before.
What?
Yeah.
All right. If you don't know it, come up with something very
I'm kinda
creative.
Shocked.
Come up with something very
You
creative.
said that they were
Is this
easy
it?
ones.
Is this the shocker? Because I don't know.
That's not fair. You pick one that everyone knows in the whole world except me.
Yeah,
I
think
really
you
thought
are.
you knew this.
I think you are the only one that
Tach
doesn't.
wins. Yay.
No, I definitely got to hear a description out of Tach, but
I'm
I
not
want,
giving any description because he knows what it is, so he's going to win no matter
Yeah,
what
but
I
you
say.
won before with not knowing anything.
that is correct.
Unless you knew what it was. If you
that
didn't know
scenario
what it
hasn't
is
happened
either.
yet.
But you said your kids even know what it is.
Well, my girls do. My son doesn't.
So there you go. I wouldn't win no matter what I say.
All right. Good answer, Mr. Van Sickle. What is the shocker? And I will take visuals if you need to give a visual.
Okay, the shocker is that. Shocker?
2 in the pink, 1 in the stink.
She
That's
got
it.
that.
Yeah.
Yes. So the shocker is if you take your ring finger and hold it with your thumb. So the only 3 fingers that are up are your index, your pointer, your middle, and your pinky. That forms like a really weird Spock symbol. Like, I don't know, whatever. But it stands for 2 in the pink, which means 2 in the pussy, and 1 in the stink. That's the shocker. That's how you shock your girl. That's the shocker. And that was the end of Adam's lists. Tach
Very
Van
nice.
Sickle gets the last point and wins 9-8. And Tach, what you win
Yeah.
today is you get to perform all of those sexual practices on my wife, Andrea Joy POSTON.
Yes. You
What?
ready?
I'm not
And-
ready.
And go.
Okay, let's move this over here.
What are you moving? What's going on?
He's moving it without using his hands. All right. We're going to take a break and then we will be back. Are we doing a Guyry tonight? We're doing a Guyry. Are we doing a game time tonight?
No.
Oh.
We just
sorry.
played a
Oh,
game.
damn.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll use Adam's list as game time tonight. That works.
For sure.
All right. I'll have to use and steal your intro.
Yay, I won
and-
game time.
All right. Listen to a little bit of true Phonic. We're going to have Jake. I know we keep saying this, but we are really going to have Jake and maybe a couple of the guys in the studio with us here really soon. I also want an update from you on their music video, see how that's coming along. So,
I know. There's not much to say right now. We're kind of waiting.
all right. Well, there's no segue into the next bit or into the next segment. Thanks for that update, Tach. We
Oh, no,
appreciate that.
I'm sure I can talk about something. So.
All right. We'll be right back.
I gotta split quick somehow, because she got me in deep, too deep right now. Soon I'm feeling restless, when most of our time is spent around my mattress. Lately, oh, you've been selling me out your essence, baby. Lady, well, I'm crazy, 'cause I just can't give you everything. Now I bet you wonder why I'd ever be hesitant, but I spent my whole life looking for a quick fix. Hey, no, I can hear a mess. It's like I'm going deaf, and you can hear me singing if my throat's all strapped. Baby, tell me what's left. And now I can't believe this how it's gotta be. Oh, you make me feel away, but I still gotta leave. I gotta be free. Yeah. Lately, you've been selling me all your essence, baby. Lady, well, I'm crazy, 'cause I just can't give you everything. Maybe I'm going deaf, so you can hear me singing if my throat's all strapped. Baby, tell me what's left.
into the inner thoughts and expressions of men. Women submit questions to get brutal, honest admissions. We call this the Guyry. Guyry? Really? Hey, Tach, is that the best name we could come up with?
Yeah, just go with it.
Aw, I think it's adorable.
Can we man up the music a little bit or something?
I got you, buddy.
All right, guys. Number 1 comes from Molly in Alabama.
Molly.
Alabama.
Alabama?
I don't know.
If you have a blind date with a girl, what is the first thing you notice about her? What would make you want to keep dating, and what would end things right away?
So first thing we notice about a blind date?
That she's blind.
That she has a walking stick.
Oh.
Sucks.
No, that's good news for me because I'm not that attractive. So. I'm like, you're blind? Yes.
I guess I hate to say it sounds so judgmental, but her looks. I mean, the appearance of the girl is going to be very important.
Which part?
It is important. People say looks don't matter. They do matter.
Yeah, they do matter. Face and eyes are usually always the first thing that I look at.
So she should have those.
Yes, she should. She should have a face and eyes, yes. Not necessarily for a nose, but face and eyes are important. Mouth, I'd like one.
You want mouth hugs, right?
I do want mouth hugs.
Well,
yeah.
there you go. You gotta have a mouth.
I don't want a nub hug. I want a mouth hug.
It's like that old saying: if you want a mouth hug, gotta have a mouth.
You sound like a lawyer commercial. You want a mouth hug?
Call us. We're a lawyer. Morgan & Morgan.
Mouth bite. All right. So, yeah, appearance is unfortunately the vanity of a first blind date. So you want to look at the appearance of the girl, and, I mean, you're going to check her out. I mean, that's just human nature. That's just what you're going to do. Physical is very important. So the first question was looks, right?
I don't know.
What is the first thing you notice?
Is that you, Tach? The same thing for you? Go for the looks?
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah.
You see a girl walk in and be like, God damn, she better have a good personality or cook.
Well, what about her looks do you notice?
I don't care
her
about
outfit,
cooking.
her shoes, her hair,
Never
Definitely
the
not the
shoes.
shoes.
her smile,
The outfit,
her
if it's like something that's
boobs,
very-
her ass.
Ass for sure.
Yes.
If you get the chance to. The outfit we could care less about unless it's very like revealing or sexy. Then we'll notice the outfit. But you could honestly be wearing.
But you're not looking at the outfit, you're looking at what the outfit's revealing.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. It's, I mean, unless you come in a clown outfit, it doesn't, it's not, which actually might earn some points on a blind date. But, yeah, it's all objectifying her, unfortunately. Sad as that is, that's the truth.
Yeah.
What else was in the question?
What would make you want to keep dating, and what would end things right away on this blind date?
Well,
She has a dick. That pretty much ends it.
or even used to have a dick. That can end it.
I don't know. I've seen some surgeries on some porn channels that are you can't tell. It's pretty damn
She
hard
better
to tell.
tell.
I actually have a story to tell you about that real quick.
Oh God, I don't know if I want to hear
A buddy
it.
of mine. This is not me, obviously, but a buddy of mine that we used to work for. This is a quick story.
What?
It's definitely not me. No, I'll tell you. His first name's Ron, so we'll start there. But not our buddy Ron.
It's Ron.
So he worked overseas with us when we were in Iraq, and everybody in Iraq that were single, the guys that were single would take their vacations. No, it's not Josh. They would take their vacations and go to like Thailand or some of these exotic places where Americans are very in high esteem. So they think Americans are wealthy and whatever. We had a lot of money working over there, but whatever. Anyway, he meets these twin girls at like a bar. And ends up hooking up with them and having a lot of fun. And they're legitimate girls.
Okay.
They're really girls.
And he keeps going back on each one of his breaks, which is every 60 days. He would get 30 days in Thailand. So he'd go every 60 days. Every 2 months, he'd be there for a month. And on his most recent trip, he went out there and the twin girls, invited him to meet their family. So he's like, wow, this is pretty cool. I would love that. I'd love that opportunity. So he shows up, and it's not just like mom and dad. It is like every fucking brother, cousin, relative, aunt, everything of these Thai twin sisters were there. And so
And he's doing both of them?
yeah, he's having sex, and it's openly known. It's not taboo there. It's
To
commonplace.
do it with twins?
To do it with multiple partners. I don't know. I don't know how the details work.
To your family?
Yes. So anyway, he says they did this weird like flower ritual with him.
They got
where
married?
The girls, yes. He didn't know this though. So he goes through this little ritual of flowers or some shit, and
Does Margaret know about this?
they do this whole thing, and then the dad, who is ironically a very affluent English-speaking man,
Yeah.
comes up to him, and they're just drinking some beers while the rest of the festivities are going on.
Whatever.
And he's like, "Thank you so much. You honor my family." And Ron's like, "Well, what are you talking about? Honor your family?" He's like, "Well, marrying my daughters in the Thai tradition is something that most Americans would never do." And that's when it struck him. Yeah, that's when it struck him. He's like, "Shit, I just married." And then he hits him with and you cannot believe how well they made out after their surgeries. Come again? And the dad told him that both of those girls were born twin boys, but they had gone through the full surgery. And so they were now women. And he had just married not knowingly, just had married two twin brothers from Thailand.
You worry over here about girls being underage and lying about it. You have to ask for a driver's license on it.
I mean, if I was single, I'm 40. If a girl looks like she's 20, I'm not even
So,
interested.
I mean, now you have to say, let me see your birth certificate.
What is it marked? F or M, huh? Let me see. What's going on down there? Sorry, I didn't mean to hijack the guyry with a story.
Well, how did it end?
He never went back to Thailand again.
So he's still married?
He's still married to these two twin boys in Thailand.
They probably wondered what happened.
Oh,
Their husband never came home.
Well,
and did he just act like they were married for the rest of his trip and then just never come back?
Basically, he's like, all right, well, I got to go back to work. I'll see you in 60 days. He never goes back to Thailand. Oh. So, yes, he's technically still married in the Thai tradition, but it's not recognized
legal,
here. Yeah,
so.
Not legal.
Okay.
Number two. Eliza from Florida. What is one thing that brings a smile to your face no matter what time of day?
Mouth hugs.
Every time Adam says, "Good day, mate."
You're going to have that as a ringtone, aren't you?
When he's trying to be English.
It's got to be the reference to come before it.
That's what he says for any accent.
I know. That's what's so funny.
Here's
somebody can say, "I got a buddy from Italy."
Good eye, mate. Here's what's really going to fuck with you, Tach. That's my finishing move for Andrea. Good eye, mate.
It's true.
Mine is Shazam.
Shazam.
Golly, Andy.
It could be anything. So what always brings a smile to our face?
Oh,
it could be sentimentality. My daughter, a smile from my daughter, or
you have a son too.
He doesn't smile that much though.
That's kind of such an open question. What brings you a smile to your face every time?
Every
no
time I hear
what time of day.
Every time I hear Andrea sing "Crazy,"
I'm crazy for feeling so. And yours?
It's that too. I don't know how to answer this. I don't know.
All right.
I mean, there's a lot of things, but I can't narrow it down to one. So, yeah, I got the kids. I got
killing a motherfucker in Red Dead Redemption.
It just says what is one thing.
Oh, not what is the number one thing, but
boobs.
Just what is one thing.
Boobs will always do it for me.
Aside from my children,
you're gonna miss it. You're gonna miss it. Come on, show us a boob. It'll bring a smile to our face.
Thinking about, I daydream a lot. I'm a dreamer, so daydreaming about future and stuff like that.
Homecoming queen.
And the monkeys? Did we just lose a monkey?
Found one.
And Luke Perry.
And Luke Perry and
oh my God! Did you hear who's in the hospital,
dude?
Yeah, Prodigy guy died too. Did you hear he was in the hospital from a stroke? No, from stage 4 pancreatic cancer.
Oh,
This is
Alex
sad news.
Trebek?
Alex Trebek.
Well, it's not necessarily. I mean, did you watch his video? Because I posted it on Facebook today.
No, I did not.
It's him talking about it. He looks healthy as like fucking normal.
Yeah, but that pancreatic cancer sneaks up on you quick. Usually it's a year, buddy, and that's
Well,
it.
he did a video. Basically he wanted to let the public know. He's like, because I don't want rumors going around. I don't want you to read about it. I'll just tell you what's going on. And he has a really good like attitude about it. And he's just like, so this is what I've been diagnosed with. But you know what? I'm going to beat it. We're going to get this. He's like, because I still have 3 years left in my contract. So I want to get to that. And I want to be told to stop to do it now. So
You okay, Andrea?
Yeah,
What were you staring at?
I was watching that movie.
All right. Okay. All right. Next.
All right. Sorry. Let's move on.
Number 3.
Yeah.
It's from Mom of a Teenage Boy in Florida.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I have a 14, almost 15-year-old boy, single mom, no dad. Lately, he has been taking 3+ showers a day and spending a lot of time with his door shut. Can you give me any advice as to how to handle this and what to say to him since I'm his only parent? I also don't want to embarrass him, but I don't want him all over
his socks.
I don't want him all over the internet seeing things that are extremely inappropriate and could cause a virus.
Tach has his hand up.
Yeah, I got so many things to say about this. All right, listen up, lady. Does she have a name or anything?
She just goes by mom of a...
teenage boy.
All right, mom of a teenage boy. Check this out. Okay. I also was raised by my mom. So one thing to do is just let him have his me time. And if you happen to catch him and he's like, whoa, and he jumps up really quickly, just go like, oh, did I scare you? Or whatever. Just don't, even if you know what the fuck he was just doing.
Were you masturbating?
Yeah, just don't bring it up. Now, my mom, if you ever watch American Pie, the movies,
Yeah,
Eugene Levy on there, that
She-
was my mom.
really.
She was always like,
ugliest mom in the world, man. Jesus.
she would always go, Tach, I want to talk about masturbation. And I'm always like, and my head immediately goes into the couch pillow. Just like, what? Why? Well, I just want to let you know that it's very healthy and it's normal. And just seeing, I'm like, okay, are we done with this conversation now? As far as like let the kid watch porn, but like just let him know which sites are safe.
I disagree with that. So let him discover porn, yes, but set up parental controls, set up antivirus on your computer.
Damn teenager.
No,
porn.
I don't agree with contributing to adult material to minors. I don't agree with that part. I agree with everything else you said so far. But I would never encourage.
I would never say, yes, and go ahead. Just let it go.
You just don't. If you catch him doing it, in my opinion, if you catch even if you see like a pop up or something there, you play dumb. You just ignore it or close it if like he left it on the computer. Just close it out. But you need to take care of it. Don't ever recommend it. Don't ever tell him. Don't ever do it. Even with girls, just leave it alone.
But if you don't want a virus on your computer.
That's why I said the first part. You need to protect your machine. So make sure your antivirus
So get a
is
Mac.
good.
Get a Mac and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Or restrict their internet access.
You could do that. Here's the catch to that, though. They're going to want to see it. So the drive to want to see nudity in a teenager is not going to be stopped by your computer.
Actually,
they will find other ways to.
If you take it away, then it'll go back to when we were kids, and you do it like everybody else does.
Find a magazine in the woods.
Find a magazine in the woods. Okay, first of all, every dude has that story. Is that really what happened to you?
Sort of. So I had a cousin that showed me he had a Playboy collection. His parents supplied him with Playboys because he had learning disability. I don't want to justify why, but his parents got him Playboys. And when I would go to visit him, I'm like, oh, cool. I'm going to go to see some nudie magazines. This is awesome. So he would show me nudie magazines. Well, when I was home, I had a friend and we had a tree fort, and he would bring him over to their little tree fort in the woods. Mm-hmm. So I would get to see nudie magazines in the tree fort. This is like when I was 10, 11 years old. Mm-hmm. So really too young for that. But he also introduced me
we
to...
all were doing that back then.
To, what is the term for it? The literature. smut literature, whatever that is. There's a term for it.
Romance novel?
No. Like sex, like X-rated.
Yeah.
Is
Romance
this like
novels.
Penthouse Forums?
What do you think
Yes,
I looked
but
for
way
at the
before that.
library?
So I got introduced to that kind of reading too, which was very interesting for a boy that was that young.
Yeah.
But I don't encourage it. I agree. As a single mom with a teenage boy, it's going to happen. You just need to give it zero attention. None. Zero attention, because it's only going to embarrass him, which could create a complex, like a psychological issue. So just leave it alone. Let him do what he's got to do. He's going to do it whether or not, you're teasing him or not about it.
I'd
So
remind
just let
him
it
that
go.
you can see everything he goes onto on the computer, though.
That's why I occasionally say that with our other kids, so that, our kids also understand that they can't just go willy-nilly on the internet and do whatever they want to do. Our kids are good, though.
Well, what I was saying before about
Not that that's bad.
finding the Playboy in the woods kind of a thing is because that's how me and Jimmy, when we were kids, we found a Playboy in the woods. And then as we're getting older and guys joke about things, they always go, oh, yeah, finding a Playboy in the woods. I'm like, how'd you know?
There is a fucking horny leprechaun leaving Playboys
I know,
in the
that's
woods.
my next
Yeah.
question. Why are so many kids finding Playboys in the woods, or used to?
Well, used to. Now,
Not so much anymore.
I found a
but-
tablet full of porn in the woods. Now that's what they would say.
Right. But are these bums that are like jerking off and I'm done with that one?
Probably.
I'll leave it here for a 12-year-old. Fine, But I think I told this story before, but my mom had gotten this big old stack of magazines from I don't remember why she got it, but she got it from somewhere and they were just random magazines. And she had it on this one shelf just stacked up high. And she was using them for something. I don't remember. Anyway, I was sitting on the couch one time and I looked at them. I saw one of them was a Playboy. I was like, oh, shit. And I was like, I don't think she knows that one
It
was a Playboy.
was a trap. That's what that was.
And so I waited till I was home. I was a latchkey kid, so I was home alone a lot. And so I went over and took it and went to my room and I'm looking at it. Anyway, every time I was done, I'd put it right back where it was.
tingling.
I put it right back where it was. And I looked like that was my source of porn for a few years. And so it was kind of like my first love,
Aww.
So fast forward to one time I was in the Navy. And some dude had Playboys, which is weird because Playboy is not what you bring out to sea in the Navy. Because that's the light stuff, Well, this one dude had that same Playboy. I was like,
Oh, shit.
oh my God. I was like, can I borrow that?
You were on the boat. You said, I will suck your dick for that Playboy.
Yeah.
That's my love.
Yeah, it's my first love. I was like, oh my. And I'm looking
Were you a
at
little
this
jealous? Were you
nostalgia.
like, fucking cheater?
I punished it when I got back to my rack. And I was
You've been bad, Playgirl.
where have you been? And it was just such nostalgia just looking through it again. I was like, wow. Sorry. I hijacked your segment.
It's fine.
Okay.
All right. Number 4 comes from Janice in Florida. Have you ever made a decision?
I have.
Have you ever made a decision that changed your entire life? If so, what was it?
God. I didn't pull out twice. Yeah. So there's every major milestone in your life is literally a fork in the road. So you get to choose a path, and that is going to change the outcome of your life. I don't know. When I sent you the second message after you ignored my first Andrea Joy,
that was a good decision.
That was a
right?
decision, and that changed the course of my life greatly. I mean, shit, if I didn't do that, I'd probably be dating a stripper or something.
I never even looked at Messenger before.
Well, that was a decision that I made that changed the course of my life.
Not just your life, but a lot of people's lives.
A lot of people's lives. Yeah. So yeah, for sure. Every there's lots of things that you could say for that. Lots and lots of them. I almost made a decision with my first wife to move to Venice, California, to work for Gateway Computers out in Venice, California. Almost. I was like,
Good thing you didn't. You'd be unemployed out there.
yeah, no kidding. I was literally moments away from signing the transfer paperwork. And then we, for whatever reason, changed our mind, decided to stay in Florida.
So you could get a divorce.
Yeah, exactly. But you, Tach.
I can't even think. What's the actual question?
Have you ever made a decision that has changed the course of your life
Of course.
or something like that?
I mean, but I can't pinpoint one. Got married a few times.
Been there. High five, bro.
Eiffel Tower.
Yeah,
Andrea?
but is Adam ahead of you?
What do you mean?
He's gotten married more than you now, right?
No, I don't think so.
Andrea's my third.
I've been married 3 times.
So y'all are even?
We're even.
Been
Steven.
married 3 times, divorced once.
Me too.
No, I was saying that for you.
Yeah. Yeah, married 3 times, divorced once. How does that work?
It's a weird riddle.
It's a weird little riddle. Figure it out, kids.
What about you, Andrea? Let's go with a reverse Gary on you for that same question.
I have to think. That's not fair.
You do.
Everything is a decision that could change your entire life.
Right.
What's a major one?
Every single one. Everything you do. Moving to Florida.
Yeah.
I was 19. I could have stayed in Oklahoma.
I bet you were an adorable 19-year-old. You know, we discovered, Tach, that I hit on her. I hit on her in the bar in Beef O'Brady's when she used to work there back in like 2004. Maybe
I'm guessing
3,
that
2.
my guess is that he doesn't remember you, but he hit on everybody that worked there.
no.
And you were like, I worked there then. I hit on you.
I hit on a redhead that worked at that bar at the same time she worked there, and she was the only redhead that worked there.
Well, there you go.
I absolutely hit on her and got nowhere.
I was there, and that night you were like, I'm going to have a baby with that girl.
I'm going to put my seed in it. I'm going to cream pie that right there.
In like 20 years.
And we're going to talk about it on something called a podcast, something. I don't know.
Too bad he didn't come up with that.
I chose to get out of the Navy twice. That was kind of a big decision.
The first one not stick? What?
Well, I have broken service, so I did 4 years, got out for about a year and 9 months,
Okay.
and then went back in for another 4 years.
Oh.
So,
I didn't know that.
yeah.
And now you're done.
Now I'm done.
All right. Number 5 comes from Jessica in Florida. Do guys ever cry? If so, when was the last time you cried, and why did you?
Huh.
I shed a tear when Andrea was walking down to the wedding. When I saw her in her wedding
Is that
dress.
what that Visine was for?
I did. I shed a tear for her. I cried at the birth of our daughter. I cried at the birth of my son.
You cried when you asked me to marry you.
Did I? I don't remember that one.
I have it on video.
I don't remember that. I have it on video.
Tach shot the video.
I was looking right at his face.
Tach was looking at my balls. That's the difference.
And Jimmy too, but I think I had the angle of you, and Jimmy had the angle of her. So, and by the way, fun fact, that's the first video that Jimmy and I edited together,
Aw.
and I shed a tear that day.
I was going to say you shed a tear because of that bonding moment with you and Jimmy.
Yeah.
Yes.
The last time I really cried, which is it's probably not the best thing to say, but it's when my last wife had cheated on me and was leaving me and all that. Which is sad because a lot of sad things have happened since then, like my mother passing away. But that one really hurt badly. So that hurt worse than when, because my first wife was killed, which of course I cried for that too. But when it's different when somebody passes away and then when somebody just betrays you,
You just ruined the riddle, by the way. Thanks, Tach.
Oh,
Married 3 times, divorced once.
well, I've been married 3 times. I'm single. Like I could date whoever the hell I want right
You
now.
could date whoever you want, but you couldn't exactly go to the courthouse right now, could you?
I don't really have an interest in it.
All right.
Because you're already married.
Yeah, because you can't. We need to meet your
Now
wife.
you ruined the riddle.
We need to meet your wife and see if we
let's
approve
have her
of
in
her.
the show.
My current wife?
Yeah.
Why do you need to meet her?
Because we need to know more about her.
Oh, okay.
See if we approve.
Yeah.
What?
Nothing.
Approve of her.
It's a little late for that.
Is it though? All right. Number 6 comes from Stephanie in Ohio. Have you ever walked away from someone you still loved?
Yeah.
Like to go to the bathroom? I mean, what? So leaving a relationship of someone that you still love.
Yeah.
I
do. I haven't. Yeah.
You've told this story before, I believe. I think. Let me see if I know this one.
Okay.
This girl was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
She loved you. You loved her.
Mm-hmm.
She wanted to continue, to create a family, and your interests were just too far apart.
Right.
So you made the decision so that she wouldn't.
We made this decision.
Oh, okay. You guys both made the decision, but yeah, is that a good summary? A good Cliff's Notes version?
Yeah, that's almost accurate. She hadn't had kids yet and really wanted kids, and I don't. And we just wanted different things. So it's very sad. We weren't happy about having a breakup, but we decided it was probably better that way.
It's a mature decision.
It was hard. She was crying, and we both ended with like "I love you" kind of a thing,
And one more fuck before.
I wish, but I still think about her a lot, and I still think of her as kind of like I fucked up.
The one that got away.
The fish that got away. Yeah.
Yeah. Because she was pretty much perfect.
I don't think I've ever walked away from a person that I loved. And like, to me, love involves
Sex.
taking the No, I can separate sex and love. To me, love means including everything about that person that you want to be with. I mean, I understand there are different levels of love and you can love people differently. I got that.
Mm-hmm.
But I still have feelings for the people that I have left, like walked away from and left either relationships or whatever from. But I would not say that I still loved them. I definitely had, and it's a different kind of love. Being in love with somebody, like I'm in love with Andrea, is an impossibility for me to walk away from. I couldn't do it because I love everything about her. I wouldn't want to leave that situation no matter how hard it got. So having the ability to walk away from a relationship of somebody that you have such strong feelings for, but there's something that obviously isn't working, that I don't think you truly have all-encompassing love for them. You may have some love feelings for them, but not true love.
Mm-hmm.
So it's different to me.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Is that an acceptable answer, Andrea Joy?
The Gary will accept that.
Okay.
Number 7's from Candace in Ohio.
Candace?
If you
Candace. Sorry.
Damn, I thought you totally should have done it.
No, I'm not going to do it again. Candace. Sorry, good eye, Mike.
If you're a woman for... Got it.
Okay.
If you were a woman for a day, what is the first thing you would do?
Titties. Hold my titties.
No.
Of course, I can do that now. Wait a minute.
I would see what I can stick up there.
How many free drinks can I get at the bar?
You don't want to get bacteria in there.
Do what? I don't know. I'll figure. It's not mine. It's on loan. I'm guessing, right?
I guess it's for a day.
It's just for a day. They got to deal with that.
The girl's going to come back and be like, what the fuck happened?
What'd you do?
Are those Skittles?
Why is it ripped?
But here's the reverse of that. The girl took your body and you get your dick back and it's mangled. Like, did you stick this thing in the garbage disposal? What the fuck?
So what about if, like, let's say you two switch bodies, would you still have sex?
Hell yeah. Yeah. I'd take it for her. For him? Her?
I would give it to him hard. So hard.
Would that make you a pegger?
No.
Because you're not a little person.
Yeah, you're 6 foot tall.
No, I'd only be 5'6"1/4. What? How tall are you?
5'3 3/4.
That's what I meant.
Is that it?
That's it. For the woman. Okay, number 8 comes from Natalie in Florida. When guys get mad and upset about stuff, would they rather be comforted or left alone?
Ooh, depends on the situation.
Yeah, it totally depends on the situation.
If I'm like super, super pissed off because of something you did, yeah, leave me alone. But if I'm having a bad day from work or I had a bad day, sorry, if it's anything else, then yeah, I would love the attention. It might turn my mood around.
But what if you take out your bad day on the person and then they think that it's because of them, so they want to leave you alone?
That's a different question.
That is a different question.
What
now
if
you're
you
making
just
it
showed
about
boobs?
yourself.
That's right.
Shocking.
That's not a
Would
listen.
you find out the answer if you just showed your boobs?
I don't know. Let's find out. I'm very upset right now. Show me your boobs.
I'm upset too.
We're not married.
I am though. My boobs.
I'm married. You're married. What are you?
I guess we are married.
Yeah. I would love the attention and being coddled if the situation wasn't triggered by the person that's giving the coddling. Yeah, I think I would.
Why not?
So I don't know.
It depends on the situation.
Yeah, it's all situational.
Yeah.
Couldn't you just be mad after the coddle?
It depends. Sometimes you want space. Not like space away from somebody.
Like out.
But like I don't want to be like bunched in. Like sometimes I just need to.
Unless there's boobs.
Like you can sit like you and I. Let's say we're married and I'm upset. That doesn't mean leave me alone and leave the room. It just means like don't like bunch me up.
What if I touched your dick?
Well, let's find out.
Would a blowjob go either way?
It's situational.
Yeah, not always.
Not always.
99% of the time, sure. But
How
if
do
I'm
you know, though?
if I'm upset at you because you're giving blowjobs to everybody out there, then I don't want a blowjob. You know what I
That
mean?
goes
That's
along
the
with it.
1%
Use some
time.
Chloraseptic there, girl, before you put that thing on me.
Wait a second. You said you like it when she does that.
Yeah.
I like to watch. Well, I think I would like to watch. She's never let me watch. She always
Let's-
does it in the back room, doesn't let me get in there. No,
Let's find out. Let's test your love.
I'll watch. Do it.
No.
Damn it. Sorry, Tach. I'm on board. You ain't got to convince me. There's no jealousy out of me, buddy. I wouldn't go outside and punch you afterwards.
There's a thing
I'd high
called
five you.
morals.
Who's
I'm a
she?
married woman.
Is she single? Because Tach is.
What? Who's morals though?
All right, that's the end of the diary.
That's the best diary
diary
ever.
ever.
Best ever.
Yes, best ever. All right, you guys ready to get out of here?
Ever. Let's go, Joe.
Well, I want to talk for about another 40 minutes about something.
All right.
I want to talk about masturbation.
Okay.
All right, you carry on your masturbation conversation. I will slowly fade you out into nothing.
So masturbation is healthy. It's natural. And some say the more you do it, the better you'll be. And a better lover you'll be to your partner.
Now, can girls masturbate also, Tach?
Well, of course they can. Except that's a dirty sin. And Jesus will hate you for it.
The best thing to do is to just get a back massager. It will relax your muscles.
Oh, I got a bad story about that, but we're not going to get into it.
Save it for next time.
Save it for next time. Remind me, back massager story.
Back massager.
It's not what you
I need
think.
new batteries for mine, Adam.
Be careful.
Okay.
Be careful. That's all I got to say. Wait till next week. There's a plug for next week.
Oh, because you'll go sensitive?
No.
Ghost sensitive.
I thought you were fading this out anyway.
I know.
Thought we
I
were
thought you were
on.
too.
I can't reach the controls.
Now you do it in
continued to talk.
post.
Oh, okay.
Duh.
All right. Well,
We already said goodbye.
did we actually say bye to the
Yeah.
listeners?
No, we didn't say
Oh, we
bye
didn't?
yet.
No, I didn't think we did either.
I thought he was just fading it out with talking about masturbation.
On behalf of Living Podcariously, thank you for listening to us for another week. Next week, we'll have Mr. Wilson back. We'll get our news flash back and maybe a game time next week.
Yeah, for sure.
You want me to ring another Adam's lists? It's Adam's lists.
It's Adam's list. Ding.
We just wrote the intro. Thanks again for listening. I'm Adam.
I'm Tach.
I'm Andrea Joy POSTON.
Oh, yeah. You guys have a good week. I'm going to go Eiffel Tower, Andrew.
Bye, Mrs. Poston.
You never try if you have to, but you can't survive if they will let you. Will you hide away in a bedroom? Is that really just what you used to? So you're putting some pictures, trying to make it a home, but it's a homely home if you're eating alone. You find yourself waiting on the ring of the phone, swearing to yourself that you're finding your own. Searching for your direction, but though you're reaching out to someone, only see your own reflection. Still a putting up pictures, trying to make it a home, but it's a homely home if you're sleeping alone. You find yourself waiting on the ring of the phone, it's swearing to yourself that you're finding your own. Come on. Oh, it's such a lonely world. A world of inequality. Are we searching for a cure? Are we choosing to ignore? We're seeing more. Hey, misery. So I'm in Branson. No, I've never been a man for gambling. Only I decide my fate. No, I'm sure nothing will ever change. Oh, so I'm taking down the pictures of my so-called home, where I was sure I would spend my whole life alone. Ain't nobody on the other end of the phone, but my misery is slowly turning into a song. Yeah. Oh, it's such a lonely world. A world of inequality. Are we searching for a cure? Well, are we choosing to ignore? We're seeing more. Hey, misery.